Hi, it's me, the peasant of Ottawa. I just figured I'd come and join my future friends because I have about as much future as they do, which is none, thanks to the Ottawa Police Department. But anyways, we'll take a walk and get to know my surroundings. This is it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So, I showed you where I went to school. We got the academy where I got my, almost a perfect road test. And I come here to relax and feel better somewhat tranquil here. So I've given everything. I gave my diploma to my lawyer, John Smith. He has it. He has all the paperwork, all the documentation. He has it under discovery to see what can be done about this. I've called everybody. I've called again Chief of Police's office. He passes me to one person who passes it to another person, and then I ended up with one cop last week. He didn't even know why it was on his desk. You know what I mean? He was just basically awestruck. So that nobody wants to talk to me. Nobody wants to do anything. You know? But that's okay. That's okay. Because there's really not a hell of a lot I can do. Other than, you know what I mean, when I go for job interviews, show my future employer a copy of the police report and my new business card. Now I'm going to take a moment here and I'm going to show you which came off the print today, because I'm not getting anywhere. I still want people, to try and solve this, but they don't want to. So here's my business card, and this is what my business card says. It says the Peasants of Ottawa, aka Kim Riesbeck, professional loser, a proud Canadian, AZ licensed, at the Peasants of Ottawa, gmail.com, and on YouTube. Suicidal, violent, no regard for human life, Ottawa police confirmed. What that means is that they're going to let that stand, and their medical professional, Scott Stewart, I guess that's what he is, an MD. His diagnosis of me is accurate and correct, and I guess, like I said to the Chief of Police, you're going to back your boy. You know what I mean? Scott Stewart, James Levine, your boys, you're going to back him up. It's okay, no problem. You know what I mean? I'm got my fingers crossed that my lawyer will see the light in all this and hopefully get me back my future, because at the moment I'm in a graveyard because I have no future. Does it bother me? Yes, it does. It bothers the hell out of me. And let me tell you the implications of what Scott Stewart did and what the Ottawa police are letting stand. I'm 54 years old now. In 10 years, I'll be 64. I'm 3 years shy of CPP. Because of the Conservatives, of course, right? 67 is retirement, right? So, but by this standing, I have no chance of ever increasing my CPP for my old age and my retirement. There's nothing I can do about my daughter's children and my grandchildren and so on and so forth. The repercussions of this are, in my world, in my life, staggering. I want to talk also, I put out that thing, Can't Win for Losing Part 2. Where I asked for donations. Well, the only person that donated money to me was my car appraiser, and he gave me $100. I haven't seen a dime from anybody, but that's okay, because see, when somebody asks me, like a judge or a lawyer says, well, what did you do to try to solve this? I'll say, well, I went on YouTube, I made a basic video, I opened up a specific bank account so I could maybe get funds to clear my name, clear my future, and do something constructive with the rest of my life. That's not happening. You know what I mean? No matter how much I fight it. Am I going to fight the good fight? Of course I'm going to fight the good fight. But it's hard to fight with no resources, and, you're alone. So that's why, I'm hoping my lawyer, John, will see the light and help me do something about this. I want to bring a lawsuit against the city of Ottawa, the Ottawa Police Department, because they're the employees of the city of Ottawa. It all comes down to... Let me tell you, right after, when I went back to school for the first time, October 7th, it was good. October 8th, can't write. When I got a hold of Anthony at MTO in Toronto, he told me because I didn't answer what happened 18 years prior about the drug overdose, the Ministry of Transport downgraded my license to a grade 5. And what a grade 5 means is that I will never hold a higher license than a G license, because I didn't tell them what happened 20 years ago. That was it. And this is what Anthony told me from MTO. Oh, so, you know, I still didn't answer it. You know what I mean? I have my AZ now, but it took them till December 11th to finally say yes. I can write. Well, thank you. It's mighty white of them, you know what I mean?
How many years can they go back?
Oh, right. Yeah, I was talking to an officer again last week, and I've always been contentious that Devine and Stewart of the Ottawa Police Department were after me personally. Let me explain why I say this. They went back 18 years. Like I said, I have no prints, no photo, you know what I mean? I've got a clean record, I'm okay. And one officer was telling me, the officer that didn't know why my case was on his desk, said to me, they're only allowed to go back 5 years. Well, he went back 18 years on a drug overdose to try and get me. He went back 6 years when I took White Boy's teeth out for him. You know what I mean? I never denied that. I told the judge I did it. I wasn't sorry for it because he asked for it. You know what I mean? I'm sorry it had to come to that, but he was just some fucking guy. There didn't know when to quit. He wanted a piece of me, he got a piece of me. To me, that's over. So that was 6 years ago. So again, you know what I mean? And I'm still at awe, and I hope, you know what I mean, if my lawyer can get this into court, explain to me where this lack of regard for human life comes from. Now that has got me, you know what I mean, I've been stumped for 3 years, or actually, no, let's say 16 months, because it took me 14 months to find out what the hell you actually said at the beginning, in your professional opinion, right? So, and never meeting me, for God's sakes. You know, man, you are something else. I hope, pray God, get you in court and on a stand, Scott Stewart and James Devine. And I just want to hear the brilliance of you to be able to say this about me, never meeting me, only seeing something what somebody else wrote. And man, you got me down cold. It reminds me of something when I was a little child. When Barbara Streisand first came out, and it was in black and white, the movie. She was very young, very beautiful, and to me at the time. And she was being accused by psychologists that she was crazy. Okay, everybody says it on paper, she's crazy. And I always remember the words she said, you know what I mean, something like this. You know what I mean? Just because somebody said something on paper about me doesn't necessarily mean it's so. Okay? Like, if I wanted to off myself after that, I could off myself a long time ago. You know what I mean? Shit happens, right? And by the way, I will, in the very near future, because I never spoke of this, I will tell you exactly what happened that night and the circumstances behind that night, and I'll be very truthful about it and frank. Okay, so that's for sure. Anyways, I think I've got you caught up to date. I hope you like my van the way it looks in the last video. I love it. It's too bad I have to sell it, and it's going up for sale after too, by the way, on Kijiji, so I can get some lawyer money. It's a lot better. It's almost finished, and I will finish it. I want $8 grand for it finished. That's everything. All mechanical. You turn the key and drive it to Vancouver. You know what I mean? That's how confident I am in this truck. It's got a brand new 305 with a 400 auto, and she runs really great. Little 2-barrel. You know what I mean? She's not a race car, but she's a nice, beautiful cruiser. So yeah. So anyways, I guess this is it for the moment from the peasants of Ottawa. Thanks for watching. And like I said, I'll let you know exactly what happened that night when I basically died. Clinically died, and they brought me back. Here I am. So 20 years later, 21 years later. Anyways, it's all good. So good night from the peasants of Ottawa. Support your local drug dealers and watch out for nails on the highway at 100 kilometers an hour.